Hey guys, as promised, here's the remake on the Jeremy Dewitte ROTC SF Ranger claims. Ooh. Hey, show some love, Real World Police. They posted up another interview with Jeremy Dewitte, and I've got a very small section of that, to where he claims he went to Ranger School and SF Selection and got his tabs. You don't get tabbed in SF from going to Selection. You have to go to the Q course. Jeez, what's up with that? I reach out to Guardians of the Green Beret anytime anybody mentions Special Forces. I'm not a subject matter expert on Special Forces, not by any stretch. However, when somebody's spinning a tail and it stinks, I can tell it stinks. That's why I reach out to these guys, Guardians of the Green Beret. So I reached out to them in regards to ROTC going to Selection. And they got back to me this morning. Steve did a great job. He reaches out to the schoolhouse. They check the ATARs. Not in there. Just like the Major says in this interview I'm about to show you. Everybody is rostered. Everybody is entered into that system to secure that slot to attend. And Jeremy was not one. He's not in there. He's not in ATARs. So he did not even attempt Special Forces Selection. And I know they'd love to reach out to Jeremy. Jeremy, if they call you, I suggest you talk to him. But, I talked to him this morning and I told him, Jeremy's in jail again. So you're probably not going to be able to reach out to him and try and help him get this behind him. Probably not going to work. In regards to the Ranger stuff, first off, Jeremy's saying first year, second year, ROTC, they're not going to waste a slot at a actual active duty Army school on somebody who's first year, second year ROTC. Basically, they're still lucky if they know left from right and how to do their facing movements at that point. Everything that I've been able to research, the very last class of ROTC, or that had any ROTC in it, was class 10-88, which would have been 1988. And if there were any recycles, it would have been 11-88. So, yeah, he didn't get a Ranger tab. I could 99.99999% tell you that. Plus, he just got out of jail in March that year, 2004. And somehow or another, you have to be in college to be in ROTC, and you have to be doing their drill time, and you have to be doing all the ROTC stuff. But it's kind of hard to do when you're in jail. And that would have been like, he got out in like the spring. And then summer, for their summer training, well, if you hadn't been there, previous to that, how do you think they're going to let you go to that? First or second? I don't know how he could be first or second year. He couldn't be second year because he was in jail. So I don't know. The other stuff I checked into, I called Army Recruiting, I called HRC, asked about the felony. Since he's been a felon since he was 18, he couldn't get into ROTC with that felony unless he had it expunged and got a waiver. Not going to happen. Doesn't happen. So, Jeremy, stop telling these lies. Dude, we all know you're full of it. You just make yourself look dumb and dumber. I don't know what to tell you. Let's take a real quick look at this interview. It's actually, it's not very long. Pretty entertaining, as usual, with Jeremy spinning his tails. So let's take a look at it real quick.
At one point.
I was with the Army.
What did you do in the Army?
I finished Rangers SF or Ranger and SF selection.
Okay,
but then when I caught my sex offender charge, I got kicked out.
Okay, so you never actually were tabbed to Special Forces or Ranger.
I have my tabs. I was given my tabs. I was tabbed while training because I was when I was in college ROTC. They sent me to those schools, and I graduated those schools.
So you.
I went to Ranger at Benning, and yes.
Okay, so if I was to check with the Department of Defense, your DD-214 would say that you
I
are.
don't have a DD-214. I was with ROTC only. I went to programs there over summer programs.
What, in high school?
No, college.
In college.
Yeah.
So
But
if
the first 2 years of college, ROTC, you're not required to swear, or you don't swear.
So you're telling me, no, listen, it is a Department of Defense school. I'm a former major in the Army, okay? I'm telling you right now, if I checked you with the Department of Defense, everybody has to be manifested or rostered in any class. You're telling me, in fact, you are, in fact, in SF school,
No,
Robin Sage and Ranger School.
Ranger School at Fort Benning.
And you completed, how long is Ranger School?
The school that we went to is 8 weeks.
8 weeks.
Yes.
When was this?
Oh my God. This was like summer of.
Because I don't want you to get caught with stolen valor situation now.
No. This was summer of 2004. Yeah, 2004. Because then I caught this charge.
All right. So other than basically not registering the internet accounts, okay. Other than that, you're telling me there's been no other. Because my bigger concern. I mean, yes, this is a felony. Detective, I'm not saying this is not important. This is important.
Detective, you can put me on a poly. You know, all we do is escorts. And yes, we stop traffic, but we don't make traffic stops. We don't pull people over. We hold traffic, and I explained that to her.
Okay.
All right, so that was the interview with a real former major United States Army who knows that everybody is in the system, everybody's in ATARS, it's a DOD school, everybody gets manifested, everybody gets slotted, and there would be a record of him being there, even in ROTC. Reach out to Guardians of the Green Beret again. I'll tell you what, these guys are awesome. They really drilled down into it, called the schoolhouse, did the ATARS checks, and guess what? Never even attempted it. So, Jeremy, stop with the special forces stuff. You never did any of it. And you know what? We're going to keep hounding you until you apologize and admit that you're a phony, that you're a fake. That's all there is to it. I know Steve over at Guardians of the Green Beret wants to reach out to Jeremy and actually offer him an out. Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll accept your apology. Do something about it instead of having this dangling over your head. But Jeremy won't. He'll just probably hang up on him as soon as he hears who he is. But can't call him right now anyway because he's in jail again. Go figure. I don't know if he was bonded out today or not. It looked like he had like 10 holes on him. So I don't know what went on. I don't know what happened in his initial appearance this morning or this afternoon, whenever it was. Haven't even looked into it. Not my wheelhouse. There'll be plenty of content on that. This guy it seems like every week he's got something new that's just totally BS. And the Ranger thing, like I said, class 1088. Last time any ROTC guys were in any of the classes, as far as anybody can find, with recycles of 1188. And again, I'm sure when the Guardians of the Green Beret reached out for ATARS and they brought up anything to do with Jeremy, if they could find it, which they couldn't, he wasn't listed in there. It would have came up if he had been to Ranger School. It's a training system. When you run a person in ATARS, it will list all the schools they've been to. So, Jeremy, stop already. You're busted. There's no way you're ever going to be able to claim any of this training that you supposedly had. You never had any of it. Stop being a jerk off. Just for once. Just for once. Just stop. Jeez. So anyway, make sure you show some love to Real World Police. I mean, they're all over this. As soon as an interview comes out, they get it out there. Reach out to Guardians of the Green Beret. Show them some love. Subscribe on their YouTube channel. Go to their website. They've got lists of the phonies, but they also have lists of the heroes. And if you want to read about some badass Special Forces dudes, guardiansofthegreenberet.com. Go there. Check it out. It's awesome. Great information. And these guys are really stand up, and they fight hard to defend their Green Beret from all of these phony POSs that are out there. And there's plenty of them. Plenty of them. So with that, if you like my content, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell for notifications. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down so I know you're there. Make sure you show those two other sites, Real World Police, Guardians of the Green Beret. Show them some love, because these guys are great. They do a great job. And with that, I'm just going to say, if you're out riding on twos, keep that shiny side up, rubber side down. Have yourself a great day. And I'll be back with more content.